Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast with your host, Leslie Sprague, where we talk all things wellness, woo-woo, life, and everything in between. As a small-town mom of two amazing kiddos, I understand the challenges of what it's like to stay grounded and go after your dreams. My goal for this podcast is to inspire you to root down so you can grow stronger, rise up, and let your light shine bright so you can be the goddess you are truly meant to be. Think of this as your one-stop shop. It's happy hour with a gal pal while getting truthful and heartfelt about taking the steps forward to living your best life. Welcome to the Rooted Goddess podcast. I'm your host, Leslie Sprague, and this is episode number 5 of 5 in my 5-part series. Lots of fives there. In my 5-part series, connecting to your rooted goddess to create and live your dream life. So, like I said, this is episode 5 of 5. So if you missed the first 4, they're directly above this in sequential order. So please feel free and go and check them out. I am talking to you guys all about the 5 pillars that I have in my signature program, the Rooted Goddess Kula, all about supporting you to create and live your dream life. So this last pillar is called the universe pillar. And when we are out of touch with this pillar, you can be working too hard and almost forcing things to work out for you. You have trouble trusting that everything is going to work out just as it should for your highest good. You don't believe in fate, or possibly are just a little bit skeptical of it. I like to use the analogy of like the free fall exercise, and maybe you've seen it where a person stands with their back to a group of people and they're just supposed to fall backwards and trust that the group will catch them. So in this pillar, you don't trust that someone's going to catch you, that the universe is going to have your back, and you can't let go of this control issue. This is probably one of my most favorite pillars, and it is also one of the most challenging pillars. Because when it's so hard to not try and control things, it's that control factor, well, for me anyways, that you have trouble letting go and knowing that this or something better will come true for you. And so when we are inside the Kula, we work on bringing this pillar back into alignment, because you are meant to feel like life is a magical adventure. You are meant to feel like a magnet for anything and everything that you desire, almost like you have a magic wand. You are meant to feel like you are supported no matter what your dreams or desires or whatever you want in life is. When you do begin to trust more, to feel more free and more ease, but when you have that slight disconnect, you begin to question whether or not your dreams are manifesting. And you become very impatient and begin to resist or begin to slow the flow. So don't worry though, like I've got you. And this is what we go over in the Rooted Goddess Kula. We work at clearing out those blocks so that you can let go of the reins a little bit and trust that everything you are doing is enough. Everything that you are enough. that you are worthy of your dreams. And all the pillars kind of compound on each other in a sense, and they all have little pieces of each of them in each pillar, if that makes sense. There's a little piece of everything. Everything is all interconnected. Everything is all cyclical as well. So when we complete the cycle, chances are we need to go back and go through the cycle again, because we are human. And at times we will let one pillar become out of alignment, not let, but pillars become out of alignment. That's just the fact about it. And the good news is we get to choose and create on where we want to focus our energy. So when we're in this universe pillar, we're working on trusting and working with those universal laws. And trust is a big thing here. Knowing that you are going to be provided for no matter what, that all the energy and effort you have put in is enough. You don't need to do more. You don't need to do 12 million things. It doesn't have to be hard. And that's one thing that I want to stress about the Kula is it doesn't have to be something else added to your plate. That's what we work on, is that it doesn't have to be something else added. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take up a lot of your time. The program works because it's available to you when you need it or when you can work it. So each month we focus on one of those 5 pillars, but you have access to them all inside the Kula. So if you're feeling a little disconnected with, say, your body pillar, then you have access to the materials for that pillar to help strengthen it and bring it into better alignment. And yeah, this is, I think I say this with almost every pillar, but this is where the magic happens, is having the faith and trusting. Because, girl, let me tell you from experience that sometimes your faith gets tested a lot. Do you really want this dream? Is it really what you want? Are you sure this is it? There are buttons that get pushed, and it's just making sure that this is exactly what you want. And you get to have exactly what you want because you are enough and you are worthy and you are amazing just as you are. So all that being said, I have a super fun quiz that will help tell you which pillar you are out of alignment with. And it's called What is Your Higher Level Self Trying to Tell You? So it's a series of 10 questions. I had a lot of fun making these quizzes and questions, and I can't wait for you to take it and find out what pillar you're out of alignment with. So I'll leave the link for you in the show notes below. If you have any questions at all about the Rooted Goddess Kula or the quiz or any of my pillars, please feel free to shoot me a DM. If this episode resonated with you and you want to share it on your Insta stories, I will be forever grateful. And if you could tag me in it, that would be amazeballs as well. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Just checking my downloads in my brain here. Trusting the universal messages. Yep, no, I think that's it. So namaste, goddesses. Until next week. Hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much for listening, and let me give you a virtual hug. Oh, big squeeze! As a token of my appreciation. At the very least, I hope you had some fun while listening and maybe even learned a thing or two. And bonus points if I got a chuckle out of you. If you liked this episode, it would mean the world to me if you could leave me a 5-star review, or if you know someone who could benefit from listening, share it on your Insta stories and tag me at Leslie's Yoga and Wellness. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with new episodes. By doing these things, it helps to get my podcast noticed so that people who need to hear my message are more attracted to it. Please feel free to stop by my website, lesliespragg.com, and grab a copy of my free Mom Self-Care Kit. While you're there, grab a free few yoga classes. Namaste, goddesses. Until next time.